Shell was across 3 European countries, and that has no advertising in it. Audi, we handled new launch for Audi, and that was done in conjunction with their advertising agency, and we work very closely with BBH in the UK to help them find the right publisher. Virgin Media, which is a competitor of Sky in the UK, has a 2 million circulating magazine now to their customers, and also the agency concerned, one of our members, does their website, e-zines, growing amount now of stuff online as well for Virgin. La Redoux is a fashion catalogue, French company, and the catalogue, they were discovering that actually the catalogue itself was quite expensive to send out, and they wanted a teaser, so they've asked us to come up with some agencies who could produce a customer magazine for them, which would go to get people then to request the catalogue and then spend money with them that way. No advertising in that one. Now Bang & Olufsen is an interesting one. They called us over to Denmark 18 months ago to say, we're Bang & Olufsen, we are the high-end, hi-fi TV operation. We produce a catalogue, we'd like a customer magazine, and it should be self-funded. And we said, well, thank you for wasting our time, that's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. You want 1 million copies in 28 languages, and it's not going to happen. They said, how much money do you think we should spend on it? We did a quick sum in our heads. We said X, and they went back to their board. They phoned us up a week later saying, we're coming to London, can we talk to you? We've got the budget to do it. And they have produced a magalogue, which is part magazine, part catalogue. So they've still got their products in there, but they surround it with some fantastic editorial, pictures of people, no advertising in it whatsoever. And their sales have increased as a result of that. And the last one is Standard Life, pension finance company. It explains pensions in plain English. And they actually have segmented it into 3 different age groups. So if you're under 30, you'll get something sport on the front cover. If you're between 30 and 50, you'll get something with families on the front cover. And if you're like me over 50, you get something like some old bloke in a greenhouse. These are the industries that our members now represent. I would imagine every single person around this table is represented there somewhere. You're saying that retailing and distribution is the largest, financial services the second largest. The 4 areas we foresee growth in the next 2 or 3 years are retail, financial services, leisure. We just handled a new pitch for a company called Go8, who get companies to go swinging through trees as a sort of corporate bonding exercise. Sounds very dangerous to me. They asked us to go, but I was away that day. And also the 4th area is B2B. We're finding lawyers are now coming to our members and saying we want to talk to our customers. People like that, and utilities. We were at our managing director's away day last week. We had a fantastic presentation by one of the leading marketing journalists. Well, not the leading marketing, because he's sitting over there, but one of the leading marketing journalists, who had produced some research which showed that the biggest problem with brands in the last couple of years, and it's partly been exacerbated by the economic situation, is that brands have lost the trust of consumers. And therefore, to rebuild the trust of consumers, you've got to create a relationship and engage them. And also, what we're going to touch on later, especially now, it's not acquiring new customers that people want, it's retaining the existing ones and selling them more of your products. This is how we project, this is how our members predict the future going forward. 91% believe that they're going to grow by new clients on new clients on magazines. I think that's all quite self-explanatory, but the web side, the digital side, is growing hand over fist. Most websites are not updated regularly. They either repeat information that's out of date, or they don't engage. And to get good websites, you need good journalists. One of the interesting things in our industry is that most of our members are now employing consumer and business journalists. That's where everyone's now going to, into our industry, because there's more leeway, there's much more excitement in it. I think that's my bit at the moment.
Okay, so we're going to set some market context in terms of what's happening in media in the UK that I think is probably replicated globally. And some of this you're going to know, but I think it helps highlight why the world of customer publishing is growing so much. The media landscape is changing daily. Increasingly, there's lots and lots of different ways to reach consumers, whether it's digitally or through other media. And as a result, consumers are increasingly time poor. And I think a key theme for today is this whole world of engagement. So marketeers are sort of challenged with more and more routes and more difficulty engaging consumers. So media that actually delivers that engagement is becoming more and more powerful. There's kind of a theme in the UK that traditionally marketeers used to buy reach. They used to buy thousands and millions of consumers through traditional TV advertising or radio. As all the TV channels and everything are becoming fragmented, it's harder to reach that level of consumer through those traditional media. And also, because they're time limited to the 30-second TV slot, it's increasingly harder to create an engaging content. As Patrick said, customers are losing trust in brands, and increasingly customers are being advised on sort of their purchase behaviour by their friends. Word of mouth is very important, blogging, social networking, etc. So a lot of recommendations now are probably less likely from the brand and more likely to be from your mate or your friend. And as you know, all the Millward Brown sort of research pointed towards, there is a sort of trend in terms of engagement towards media and marketing methods that actually become a conversation with a consumer rather than just pushing messages at them to take in. So all that's going on in the UK, and I'm sure all of that is going on here. Another reason for growth in customer publishing is innovation. You will probably have seen Wall Street Journal, lots of consumer-type print-based editorial products are increasingly being challenged to monetize web content. To date, they've given all their inventory away to consumers for free, so trying to change that model. If you're a consumer and you get your media for free, trying to sort of change the model so you charge for it is very difficult. Whereas in customer publishing, we have a very different commercial model. Obviously, as Patrick said, some of it is supported by third-party advertising, but in the main, it's a fee-based model, whether it's print or online, and as such, we can monetize web content. Our industry can provide fantastic content, whether it's print or online, because it commoditizes it in a different way. The consumer gets the media for free, and the client, because they can see a result of their investment, gets quality content and pays the agency a fee.